If you want the truth about options trading, here's my advice. It's easy to lose everything if you start wrong. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to decide if options are right for you, how to avoid too much risk, and the quick, safe way to make your first trade if you're serious about getting started. So who are options for? Well, I used to think that everyone who invested in stocks knew about options, but I came to realize that trading options is more like driving a stick shift versus an automatic vehicle. Automatic cars are the standard, put your money in an index fund type of investing. They are easy to handle, just press on the gas, steer, and keep it on the road. A stick shift or a manual transmission gives you more control, flexibility, and potential, just like trading options. But if you don't know how they work, you're going to stall out, grind your gears, or just end up crushing your car. Some people naturally want more control and ability to maneuver, which draws them into options. But they also have to be willing to put in the work. It's going to take you longer to learn how to drive a stick shift compared to an automatic, and it's going to take longer to learn options trading versus regular stock investing. Now that you know that trading options come with a different learning curve, here are the questions you should be asking yourself before getting into it. First off, why do you want to trade options? Without a strong reason why, you'll just be complicating your life, and no, becoming rich isn't a good answer for this. You need to have a reason that will push you to keep going through the setbacks and the I suck at this phase. If you struggle to come up with an answer, it means you should stick to a simpler form of investing. Next, ask yourself how important time and location freedom are for your ideal lifestyle. Some people genuinely prefer working the same job, staying close to home, and keeping life predictable. If that's you, the biggest benefits of trading options might not resonate as strongly. But if you dream of traveling freely, options trading can unlock a lifestyle full of adventure. Imagine placing trades from the Caribbean beach or backpacking through Europe while your trades cover your hotel stays. The possibilities are endless, but only if you're open to stepping beyond your comfort zone. The other important question is, how much cash do you have to trade with? Realistically, if you don't have any cash to invest, then it doesn't make sense to start trading options. You'd be better served by focusing on increasing your primary income stream, and when that's built up higher, then learn how options work. You can start trading with as little as $2,000 on some brokerages, but most want you to have more than 10K in your account. And if you plan on making 1K a month or replacing your salary, you're going to need a lot more than that. Now that you know who options are for, let me show you how to properly manage your risk so you don't lose your life savings. Tom Sosnoff, founder of Tasty Trade and Think or Swim, is famous for his take on risks in options trading. He's taught tens of thousands of students how to profitably trade options and says the ones who stick around are the ones who keep their trades small and don't quit after early losses. He also often says you're going to lose in the beginning. It's like paying a tuition fee. Hearing this should be a reality check for anyone thinking they're going to jump in and make easy money right away. The first year, you'll likely bounce between small wins, which happen without you realizing why, and bigger losses that really knock you down. So if losses are inevitable early on, how do you keep your risk in check so your account doesn't hit zero? Enter the CIRC formula, a simple, effective way to control your risk. The first C stands for calculating your odds. Before placing a trade, you can calculate your chance of success. For example, by focusing on selling options instead of buying, you can often achieve a 75 to 85% probability of success per trade. As a beginner, selecting these high probability positions can help you build confidence and consistency. E is for expectations. Realistic expectations will limit your frustration when success takes you longer than you expect. Trading options profitably is a long-term skill, often taking years to master. If you see early losses as a learning experience rather than failures, you'll be less tempted to risk large amounts of your capital. Remember, you're playing the long game, and patience pays off. R is for risk. To protect yourself from devastating losses, limit your risks to 1 to 3% of your total account size. If you have $50,000, then risk no more than $500 to $1,500 per trade. If you trade with $200,000, risk a max of $2,000 to $6,000. This approach allows you to trade frequently, learn from mistakes, and still preserve your capital. If you risk $10,000 per trade with a $50,000 account, you only get 5 chances before you're wiped out. Risking $500 per trade gives you 100 opportunities to learn and to grow. And the second C is for close early. Once you open an options trade, you don't have to hold it until the trade expires. You could open it up at 9:30 a.m. and close it 10 seconds later if you wanted. You always have the flexibility to close losing trades early and limit the amount of your loss. Just because you put $1,000 into a trade doesn't mean you'll either make money or lose the full thousand if things go south. If a trade isn't performing as expected, close it early and protect your capital. Now that you know how to manage risk, the next thing you need to know is a clear set of steps to follow to make your first trade. This is where we want to keep it simple, seriously. One of the biggest mistakes I see new traders make is trying to master multiple different options trading strategies all at once. They think they need to know how to buy calls, sell puts, use combo trades, and manage them all at the same time. This isn't how it works. Information overload, especially at the beginning, negatively impacts your win rates. You end up with too many inputs, just like a poorly wired electrical box. It's impossible to figure out what goes where and what's actually important. Instead, follow this seriously simple 4-step process. First, pick one strategy and commit to learning that and only that for the first year. This will allow you to really understand how you are trading, what to look for on the stock charts, how much cash you need for a trade, and what to do when it goes right or wrong. You'll gain much more experience if you stick to one strategy versus bouncing between several. Number 2, paper trade the strategy first. Paper trading is like practicing with Monopoly money. It's not real and there's zero financial risk. Doing this allows you to go through and click all the buttons and make sure you know all the mechanics for entering and exiting trades. You want to master this and see if your strategy actually works in a risk-free account before putting real money on the line. Number 3, document your trades. Before you go live, keep a simple trading journal. Record entry and exit dates, trade details, amount invested, your reasoning, and your profit and loss in this trade. This journal will provide you with invaluable feedback, and after 30 to 50 documented trades, clear patterns will emerge showing which setups tend to win consistently, boosting your confidence before trading with real money. And step 4, apply it to a real account. Once you've done all the previous steps, the transition to real trading is straightforward. Keep using the exact same strategy that you've practiced and start using it in an account with actual cash. Continue to journal each trade to track your progress and continue to learn and get better with more experience. Even if you now know whether options trading is right for you, there's still one crucial mistake many beginners make: diving in with unrealistic expectations. It's kind of like jumping into a pool with checking the depth. You risk getting hurt. To avoid this, watch this next video where I'll break down exactly how much money you're going to need to realistically make $1,000 per month trading options.